meeting of February 22nd of the County Commissioners to order. Public input from anybody? Damon, we're in public input. You got anything?
Shoot, what was I gonna bring up? Well, maybe I'll do it at the end.
Okay. Since we have no public input, we'll go into the regular meeting. Do we have any minutes to approve today, Asher?
Yeah. We have the minutes from February 15, 2012. If you look at, wait a minute, just give me a minute. I have to check in with this. I can read through everything. Oh, page 5. I was asking about a procedure, how the bids are coming in. And there is a statement in from Commissioner Sorensen. It said that he shares that information with no one and brings the bids to the meeting. Did you say that? Because I went back to the tape and I didn't hear it. Page 6. Yeah, was that your statement?
Well, let me
Commissioner Sorensen replied that he does but shares that information with no one. I didn't hear that on the tape.
He does, but shares that information with no one and brings the bids to.
I thought he was referring to, in the debtor's desk, he may open it, but it doesn't tell anyone
Commissioner
what's
Kenny
inside.
stated that the other day they were already open and the bids are coming in. Who's opening them? Commissioner Summers replied that he does. But shares that information, no one brings the bids to the meeting.
Sorry. Sandy McKenzie called. She was wondering if she can swap with Melissa. She's somebody at the nursing home. She's going to be
Sure.
delayed a little bit.
Yeah. You can make it, work it out.
Yeah, I don't know. Melissa never stops in at our office. I'm assuming she'll be here soon.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
all right.
Yep, all right. I think what I said was I opened them up that morning, that day, right here.
Okay.
So you didn't say, so this is put
But
in
shares
there,
that
you shares
information
info.
with no
I don't think, I listened to that tape, that piece, and I didn't hear that.
I did. I remember you
Did you
saying
hear?
that you don't share it with anybody.
Did I say that? I shared the information, no one.
So, and I have a question for Commissioner Solomon. Did you get that? Did she email this to you? Did you receive this to review it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, so when did you receive it to review it?
I don't know.
Because if you look at the last couple times who she sent it, your name is not there. So you must get it separate first, and then she sent it to us. There's only 2 commissioners every time who she
No.
send it, and you already get it.
I sent this because I was asking for information on the bottom of, where,
Because that is,
Do it.
I see it every time there's
No,
2
no,
commissioners
It's not
only.
every time, it's not every time.
Yeah, I
When-
have
when-
those
Difference
emails.
is, excuse me, I don't know what the point is.
That means you get it separate, you get it earlier.
She gets the same one everyone else
How could
gets.
I get it?
Well, I have a couple emails where I don't see her name on. And she said she get it, so she get it earlier. I wonder who put that statement there in.
What statement?
But here, what must have been said by
What page
Commissioner
you talking
Sorensen. Page 6.
No, I did not put anything in the minutes, if that's what you're implying. And I resent that.
Well, on the last page, on the very last page, the motion made by who?
I don't know. That's why I didn't fill
Yeah.
it in.
I
Commissioner
don't,
Solis made the motion to go into non-public session. Is that it? What you're
Yeah.
talking about?
One
Yes.
below that.
Yes,
Motion,
All agreed.
Commissioner
I don't know, was it,
made the motion to come out of non.
I don't know.
Well, you just have to say the meeting was adjourned or not.
No, because
You
we
didn't adjourn the
we
meeting?
went into non-public and then we came out.
Yeah, but when the public session was over, didn't she adjourn that at
no.
9:38?
To adjourn the
I
public
thought
meeting.
that you adjourned
No,
that. You
just-
didn't?
No, just that we went to go into non-public at 9:38. All right, then you have to come out of non-public.
I understand, but what did we said at the meeting, the public session? How did we close it? Did we say it was a recess? I don't believe so.
No, I don't
We
think-
adjourn it.
I don't think you do adjourn it, but you could be right.
But, okay, I didn't check that. We can check the tape maybe, how it was made.
Well, we need to have somebody who made the motion. Did you
It said here,
listen?
Commissioner Solis made the motion.
No, the
second
next
one.
line down, that one right
Commissioner
there.
made the motion to come out of non-public
Commissioner
session
somebody.
at... No, I don't have it here.
I don't remember, but put my name in there if you want. Actually, I think you did, Ashley. Because you were dealing with the times.
Solis and adjourned. Coming out of non-public session.
Because I had asked that somebody notify me because so that I could finish it off. But
Yeah, I don't.
I have to check into that. I don't want to
Well,
say
we've got to
just a
hold the
name.
minutes until we get
I
there.
just want to say a name and then if it's a different
You
name.
need to go back and listen to the tape,
Yeah, I
find
have
out
to
who made
see.
the motion.
would you email that to me?
Yeah, I will give you
that.
that. Because we have.
In the meantime, these are my corrections.
Negotiations.
Thanks.
I'd like to make a motion that we release the minutes from the non-public session held on February 15th.
February 5th.
And release the minutes of the non-public section.
I don't have them with me. I can't release them. There's just a motion made.
All right, and that was for.
My computer
to
is not
Discuss
working.
contracts,
Sit.
discuss contract, union contract.
Yes.
That is what we went into, negotiations. It is here on page 7. The Mountain View Community Nursing Home
How
Union
did you release those
negotiations.
minutes? They have numbers,
What?
how did you release those minutes?
And
They have numbers in them.
But I thought you were going back to talk
Yeah,
with
you're
those
going back. How
people.
could you release them? You're going back. to
You're going
renegotiate.
back to talk with the people and then they see the numbers. Is that
yeah,
okay?
but I think the
Yeah.
public should know that what we did in non-public,
Then we shouldn't, we seal them,
we
so
we
shouldn't
had a
even seal
vote
them.
in non-public regarding the union contract.
Right.
That can be
Union
released.
negotiations.
that-
Don't you think?
That, but not what we said at that meeting.
Well,
No,
What do you
no,
want to
no.
release, the motion?
All I want to do is let the public know that what the commissioners did in non-public regarding the union contract.
okay. You discussed it, did you approve it? Just discussed it, just discussed it.
Do we have a problem with that?
I don't know, you're the one who's negotiating the contract. Do you have a problem? You may have a problem if we
I don't have a
discuss
problem
what
with
we
it.
said.
Well, I got a motion that we release what the commissioners, the Board of Commissioners decided on regarding the union contract at the nursing home. That we release that, what they decided. That's my motion.
I have a problem with that.
If nobody wants a second, okay. Guess I can't tell you.
I have a problem. I think you'd get yourself in hot water if you did that
Okay.
with negotiations, continuing negotiations.
Okay.
We will release it, because if we're going back to talk with them, then we will release it anyway.
Only when they're
Sooner or later,
done,
but-
yes.
Okay. We made two decisions,
3.
3? Okay. Do you want to tell them what those decisions were?
We make a motion, we went from non-public session into public session, and it was about the bid of the jail. We selected Pathandi, a company from Rochester, for $9,013. And the second one was about the annual report. We went with the independent for $649. And there was another motion made for Omnicare for the nursing home.
You made a motion to go with that, okay.
And we had 2 bids on each one of them. The one with the wall was with the one that we decided to go with. The other one was Bonnet Page and Stone. You remember what the figure was? It's something like 16,000 versus 9,000. And the other one, the annual report was very close between the one in North Conway and the one here in
The
Ossipee.
Minuteman. Was it Minuteman?
Minuteman.
Yeah,
Minuteman
Minuteman
and the
Independent.
Independent, we decided to go with the Independent. And the last one was with Omnicare with the nursing home contract. So, that said, Will, you want to come up? You got any other
Yeah, I had a
reports?
couple of reports to do.
Okay, we got another report. Go ahead.
Couple of things. I attended a advisory council meeting for the New Hampshire, UNH extension. And I reported to them, excuse me, I reported to them that we are presently working on coming up with a plan as directed by the delegation regarding the old nursing home and how it would be, what it would look like. And I gave them the various options that were put on the table at the last delegation meeting. And I think that it would be a good idea before we do anything with those plans, and they agreed to have some people from the extension look over the plans, see how they, what have comments about it. And in that case, that's the way it went. The rest of the meeting had to do with people who are going to be left in the, working at the UNH extension. One of the educators is leaving for personal reasons. He's moving out of state. So there was a lot of talk about what's going on and how that would be, what happens with that position. And I meant to do this last week. There is something that came up at the February Association of County meetings about property fraud alerts. And we have in the state and a free service to all property owners. You can go on to this website, www.propertyfraudalert.com, or call 1-800-728-3858 and register your name and anybody, your name, and if you have somebody else who owns the property with you, so that should someone try to put a lien on your property, should someone try to get a loan using your property, you will be alerted to that fact and make sure that everything is on the up and up. So I suggest if you can get one of these cards downstairs at our office or go into the deeds office and they will give you one of these cards to remind you of what
Did you get a copy of that?
what the numbers are that you can
I need to
contact.
see this week.
And we are having a serious problem here in New Hampshire, from what I heard at the Association of County meetings, with property fraud. That's it.
Do you have anything in the report?
No, nothing.
Do we want to bring this up?
Yeah. As the Board of Commissioners are selectmen for the Hales location, they have to submit a budget, or we have to submit a budget to the delegation. And the major change in the Hales location budget is that we're putting in up to $200,000 for highways or for roads within Hales location. We had a meeting with them several months ago now. This is the way that group, the association, wanted to do it. They wanted to use the surplus money from Hales location budget, which is roughly $266,000. And there were two ways of doing it. One, we put that money back towards reducing taxes, or they wanted to put it into resurfacing the roads. It's probably a little bit easier by resurfacing the roads, so that we don't have to give money back or reduce the whole budget by a certain amount. So I think the Board of Commissioners at one point in time decided that that's the way we should do it. So I'd like to clarify that and make sure that we are all in agreement that this is the budget for Hales location for 2012. Does anyone have any comments regarding it?
Yes, I'm in agreement with the road that we
This is one
put
right
the
here.
money in. Yeah, but I'm not in agreement with that first section.
You're not in agreement with the first
Yeah,
section?
about the business administration,
Business administration. That's,
financial administration, business administration. Yeah, I had the problem with that, and I think I already told you last week or a couple weeks ago.
It's in minutes.
Oh. it's in
that's what
minutes.
comes to the county?
Yes.
That comes to the
Yeah,
county?
The clerk.
No, the administrative salary doesn't come to the county. That is what.
No, the
that's what we get
salary
paid.
doesn't. Which one are you concerned
Here.
about?
Here,
The salary?
yeah.
Okay. That's what she got last year.
Yeah, I know, but then I hear she works only a couple hours on Friday. Only Friday afternoon for a couple hours.
But that
It
is,
was said 1 day a week, so I thought it was the whole day. And there's only a couple hours on Friday and for $16,000 a year. I don't know, I think it's too high.
well, you have to understand that although she may only work at the office in Hales for 1 day a week,
A couple hours a week.
a couple of hours a week, that doesn't mean that that's where her work ends or even begins. She works from home she has a computer that she brings home with her, and she works from home on these projects, on these work that has to be done. The previous, excuse me, the person just before her, who had the job just before her, could not do the job. She was hired, the person before her was hired when the one previous, Amy,
The one that started. right?
Amy, the one who started. Amy left the job. She was going someplace, going to do something else. Now, Amy was able to handle the work. but-
Because she was assistant clerk in the town of Eden.
Right, because she understood
She had the
the process.
experience, right.
The person that was hired after her could not handle the work and finally recognized that after several months, but not a full year. When Kathy Bizard came in and was hired, she was able to bring back the problem, or to alleviate the problems that were coming up because of the work not done before her. And she is well equipped as clerk. She has been clerk for, I don't know, maybe 8 years in her present position. So she knows the work, she has a degree in it, she keeps up with all of the meetings and changes that go on, and she certainly deserves the same salary as Amy got when Amy was in that job.
Yeah. I think here we're talking about experience. the one before didn't have the experience, couldn't do the job, and finally gave up and got a different type of a job. But it was way over her head. This way here, we don't have to worry about it. We've got somebody that's experienced, that can handle it. I think it's well worth the money. Anyway, do we make a motion to approve this budget
I'll move
as
to,
presented?
I'll move to approve the budget as presented.
Second it. Any further discussion on the budget? If not, all in support of the budget, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, nay.
I oppose.
Okay, then it's so voted. And we will get this to the delegation for approval at their next meeting. Okay, any other reports, minutes, anything? You've got now all of the non-public minutes?
Yep.
Okay. All right,
Well, not really all of them. A couple what I asked and didn't catch yet. There are a couple missing. I said it, I think I said it a couple weeks ago at a meeting. There were a couple missing. I sent out an email and I didn't get it yet.
who did you,
I will go
who did you send that to?
I sent it to the commissioners and to Robin Reed.
Do you know what
Weeks
what the
ago.
dates were?
Yeah, it was November and December 2010.
Okay. 10 or 11?
2010?
10, yeah,
10?
yeah.
Well, why are we holding up 2011 for 2010?
No, I went back at the 2010 because there was a request.
Okay.
So I went to look at it and I didn't see it.
Let's see if we can release those that were in 2011.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm getting a stick. I just get the emails.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Morning.
good morning.
Just have a couple quick things.
Thank you.
Start with, we've been doing a lot of work in the shop. The processor, we had ongoing problems with that, but we've hopefully fixed some of the problems. There's a lever on it that you can adjust the splitting height up and down to size the log so that the pieces come out. That had broke earlier in the season, but we needed to get production done this fall, so we just left it in one spot and ran with it. Now that we had some downtime, we brought that in, welded it up, and hoping that that's going to hold. And then did a few other little maintenance things to it. We're hoping to get back to cutting some more wood and processing some more wood. We sold a lot more than I expected back in the fall.
Really?
So our amount has gone, we have the logs out there, we just need to process it up. But the amount that we had cut, split, and stacked has really dwindled. So we need to get out there and do some more of that.
Did we buy all the wood, the $15,000 worth of wood?
Yes, I got $14,000. There was $1,000 that I had to leave in there because a load cost more than that to buy a load in, so I didn't have enough to buy
Another load.
another load, so I had to leave some money in. The heater in the grinder building went out last week. We got in touch with our electrician. He's ordered a new one. The problem being is these things are basically built when you order them. They don't have them just sitting to put in. And so you can pay a little bit more money and have it built within 3 days and have it shipped to you. So that's what we went with because we figured it's February, we need it.
Yeah.
So he ordered it, and then they called back and said, well, we don't even have the parts, some of the parts that we need to do it in 3 days. So it's going to take close to 2 or 3 weeks before they're able to get it. So, you know, we're trying to, fortunately the weather's been decent. Hopefully we can ride the wave of warmer weather. And we haven't had a problem down there. We're keeping an eye on it daily. But we're trying to do the best we can. On the fortunate side of it, it's going to take longer, but hopefully we won't be paying that premium to have it built right away. And then, you know, we might not have to pay the overnight shipping either, and we might just have it shipped regular if it's not going to come in until March.
They're talking about 6,000, 7,000.
Yeah, at least, probably, you know, I budgeted 7,500, that was just an estimate that I was given. It's sounding like he hasn't given me the exact price, but in the higher ballpark of 7,000 to 8,000, give or take, when it comes in.
This is a special heater that won't explode under the gaseous condition of that.
Yes, it's explosion proof.
Yeah.
Because all the raw sewage comes into this building, and so there are many gases in there that could explode. So this is a gas-proof heater. It's an electric heater that has to go in there, and it went out on us last year. We hot-wired it as we've gone over with. We budgeted for it this year to replace it. Our time just wore out before we got the budget process done, unfortunately. But it's something that needs to be, because last year it froze up. We had a cold at the time. It was very cold, and we had probably a couple $1,000s worth of parts freeze up and downtime in the building. Right now, we're keeping an eye on it, so that way we won't hopefully have that happen to us.
Okay.
The other big project we've been doing right now is fixing the white Ford flatbed truck that we have that we see driving around the county a lot in the summertime, doing a lot of yard work. The clutch has had problems. It's gotten to the point where it's unusable, so we had to pull the transmission down. We've put all new clutch in it, and all the guts that go with putting a clutch in, basically, along with putting a new starter in. The U-joints are been all bad, so we're redoing those as we go through and putting it back together. The truck, every year we've put a little bit into it. This is give or take about $500 worth of things we've had to put in it this year. A couple of years ago we had to put new brakes all around on it. We've put in a new water pump, new gas tank in the last 4 or 5 years. It's had a lot of different little things done to it. And
do you get that truck inspected?
Yes, we do get that one inspected. That's another reason we're trying to get everything, not only for it to be usable but also to be inspected, because it is used pretty much every day on the complex, especially spring through fall. As I mentioned already, we're hoping to start cutting some more wood soon. Snow's melting out there on the landing, and temperatures are getting warmer, so we hope to be getting out there, just trying to get all these trucks. I got another truck I've talked about needing to bring in to do more mechanic work, so we're trying to get things done, because come March we need to do inspections. So we're trying to get all those done before. Soil samples came back. I sent some soil samples out this year to UNH. I did some new fields that I hadn't did 2 years ago. I did it 2 years ago. And then I did some of the same so I could compare what we've been doing. There has been an improvement in some of the numbers. I'm not confident in the production yet. I'm hoping to meet with Russ Norton to confirm some of the thoughts.
You do know that he's leaving?
Yes, I heard last week that unfortunately he's going to be leaving us, so I'm trying to push to get him to come before he leaves. So looking at that,
I'd like to look at those too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our biggest deficiency has been potassium in the fields.
Excuse me, I didn't get it. Who's leaving?
Russ Norton from UNH Cooperative Extension.
Oh, okay.
So that's been one of our biggest deficiencies, and that I've seen.
Potassium is a leachable fertilizer.
Yes.
It leaches down through the soil like nitrogen.
Right.
Okay.
The next farm day meeting, we had one last week, discussing about some of the possible activities and things that we're going to have going on. Our next one we've scheduled for March 16th. Again, that'll be down at the shop. And then the last thing is that we need a little bit of road repair out back. When you go heading out to the back fields, we go past the fire pond. Right before that, there's a culvert that keeps the fire pond from overfilling, basically. It's not the culvert, it's before that. We have a large hole that's created, and for some reason this winter it's gotten worse. We have the material. We're just waiting for one of these warmer days for all the ice to melt out so we can try to pump the water out of there and fill the dirt back in. That's all I have.
Okay. I hate to keep bringing this up, but anything been done regarding a timber sale?
Yes.
Any marking been done?
Yes. I have talked with Wendy Friday. I've seen her up there a couple of times.
Yeah.
She is doing the marking right now. She's got more to go, but she's gotten a big chunk of the marking done. Unfortunately, she was telling me that a lot of the timber up there is not very good quality. A lot of it's pasture